These are the 20 strongest characters in the entire Skibidi Toilet series, and today I am going to rank all of them. These rankings would be based on shown feats and with some common knowledge. Take Duke, for example. We have not seen any feats from him, but we all know he's going to be strong. But because we don't even know what he looks like, I will be keeping him out of today's list. Also, these rankings are just merely my opinion, and please feel free to share your list in the comment section below. And one more thing, these rankings are based on the latest episodes, and I didn't include characters that are dead or missing. Let's go. On the 20th spot on our list, we have the Speaker Woman. Trust me, the 20th spot is not bad at all, considering there are hundreds of characters in the series. Speaker Woman first appeared in episode 61, bringing a cool and unique fighting style with her. Let's take a look at some of her best feats so far. In episode 61, she defeats and killed the geeky Jesus Skibidi Toilet, saving the POV Cameraman in the process. Then, in episode 70, she teamed up with TV Woman and Plunger Woman to wound the chief scientist Skibidi Toilet using her swords. That's all we have on her for now, but let's not forget that the Speakermen are preparing for their upgrades, so we'll likely see some new abilities from them soon. After these upgrades, I might move her down in my rankings, but for now, the 20th spot feels perfect for her. Coming in at the 19th spot, we have the Buzzsaw Mutant Skibidi Toilet, also known as the Saw Toilet. The Buzzsaw Skibidi Mutant is a unique Skibidi Toilet with the body of a large cameraman, unlike other Skibidi mutants who have the body of a large speakerman. He first appeared at the end of episode 62. Let's look at some of his best feats. In episode 71, he easily killed a medic cameraman using his buzzsaw. Then, he managed to escape the battlefield without much trouble, along with G-Toilet 4.0 and the other Skibidi Toilets in the escape squad. Later, in episode 77, he helped the POV cameraman by taking down several Astro Toilets. Overall, he's quite strong, but there's nothing particularly unique about him, so I think the 19th spot is a good place for him. For the 18th spot, we have another member from the G Squad. Honestly, the SWAT Mutant and the Buzzsaw could be replaceable because they are pretty much the same in terms of strength. The SWAT Mutant is armed with 4 rocket launchers and a large sickle in his left hand. In his right hand, he holds a riot shield that helps him block even powerful attacks. I'm not sure about his character, but those sickles look really cool. Now let's look at some of his notable feats. In episode 72, he was literally leading an entire army of police officers. He took down several normal cameramen and even managed to injure the camera mech. Then, in episode 74, he killed the POV cameraman just by screaming at him. In episode 77, he received some impressive upgrades and went on to kill a large number of Astro Toilets. It's also hinted that he was originally a human police officer. Overall, he really deserves his spot. The 17th spot goes to Large Cameraman for a few reasons. First, I am considering Fred and the Large Cameraman as a single unit, because Fred is just a version of him. Second, he is constantly getting some cool upgrades and weapons. Third, well, he is from my race, so yeah. Just kidding, I am not biased at all. He got a lot of feats, and I can't cover all of them, but you can judge his strength by watching episode 77. He was really strong in that episode. He killed a bunch of Astro Toilets and also shot at the Destructor Astro Toilet that was attacking Titan TV Man trying to help him. Even though he got badly injured, he is still alive, so that's a W. They are just like a normal cameraman, but have increased strength, size, and durability. Now, he also resembles the Titan cameraman, and a lot of fans are calling him the mini version of him. I think these should be enough to put him at the 17th spot. DJ Skibidi Toilet has earned his seat on the 16th spot. DJ Skibidi Toilet first appeared in episode 6, and somehow he has always managed to survive no matter what. For example, after disappearing for 64 episodes and being presumed gone for good, he returned in episode 70 with powerful upgrades. But the funny part? He got destroyed in just a few seconds. Still, like I said, he somehow keeps surviving, and even came back with some crazy upgrades once again. There's also a theory that he might be related to the scientist Skibidi Toilet, though this hasn't been confirmed. His greatest achievement might just be the fact that he's still alive. He was actually pretty formidable in episode 77, but it felt like he was just trolling and still yet to go all out. Plus, he's even grown a beard now, and honestly, it looks great on him. Now for the 15th spot on our list. We have our beloved TV Woman. She got a lot of feats, so let's just jump straight into that. In episode 49, TV Woman killed the Buzzsaw Strider Skibidi Toilet by burning him to death with her orange light. Then, in episode 54, she managed to capture the glitched Skibidi Toilet using her violet light. In episode 57, she successfully killed the parasitic toilet, cured the Titan Speakerman, and even rescued the Plungerman, a move she repeated again in episode 66. In episode 70, she helped defeat the chief scientist Toilet. Later, in episode 73, she controlled the quad laser scientist Skibidi Toilet mech and took out a large number of Skibidi Toilets. Plus, she recently received some new upgrades that she hasn't revealed yet. Honestly, What more do I need to say? It's TV Woman. She speaks for herself with these impressive feats. With her new upgraded form, I could have ranked her higher if she had demonstrated some abilities, but as of now, the 15th spot is perfect for her. The Energized TV Man has successfully secured the 14th spot. For starters, my guy is built like an absolute unit. I mean, look at that physique. Feats-wise, he doesn't got much, but the ones he does have are really notable. For example, in episode 74, he successfully infiltrated the final Skibidi lab and allowed the Alliance squad to enter. He also rescued the Alliance members who were being tortured, and then he uncovered the lab's secrets and delivered them to Scientist TV Man. His punches are also much stronger than normal members. He can also deflect attacks and teleport objects in his hands. I don't know about you guys, but I think he is the second strongest member from the TV race. So for that reason, I'm placing him at the 14th spot. On the 13th spot on today's list, we have Plunger Woman. I love how she's recognized by this name rather than Camera Woman. It feels like she's carrying on Plunger Man's legacy too. What about her feats? Well, she got plenty of them. In episode 52, Plunger Woman took down 7 Skibidi Toilets within seconds. In episode 70, she also helped in defeating the Scientist Toilet. Sadly, she lost the love of her life, but after Plungerman's death, it seems like she's become even stronger. In episode 73, she was the POV camera and killed a lot of Skibidi Toilets, even uncovering the truth about humans and, in a way, saving them too. But all of this is nothing compared to what she accomplished in episode 77. She was absolutely majestic, saving the POV cameraman by defeating several Astro Toilets. With their Titan missing, Plunger Woman has stepped up to lead the camera race. Yeah, she definitely deserved this spot. The next one might be a little controversial, but I have the large TV man on the 12th spot. Just let me explain. First of all, only one large TV man has ever been shown at a time, which suggests he's not like the other large members and is definitely more important. He's also the last large character who hasn't been turned into a mutant. Let me show you some of his best feats to prove his worth. In episode 40, he blinded all the Skibidi Toilets using his bright lights. Then, in episode 66, he teleported all the Alliance members inside the container to the TV man's base. In episode 70, he absorbed the teleportation fog from the Scientist Toilet, stopping the Scientist from teleporting away. He then used his bright TV lights to stun and knock the Scientist Toilet aside. In short, he really stood on business. And we can't forget what happened in episode 77. He got some incredible upgrades and even received a new weapon, which he hasn't used yet. But yeah, 12th spot is suitable for him. Now for the 11th spot, we have the Berserker Skibidi Toilet. He is literally the co-leader of the Skibidi race and the second strongest among them. People underestimate him, but I think he is really strong. You want to see his feats? Let me show you just how impressive he is. In episode 62, he killed a large cameraman by ripping him in half with ease. In episode 63, he lifted and destroyed the armored camera van that was heading to the front lines. He also survived multiple attacks from Plungerman and even took a knife to the brain without going down. Then, in episode 73, he disabled Titan Cameraman's shoulder guns and saved G-Man Skibidi Toilet's life. Finally, in episode 77, he defeated many Astro Toilets and saved the POV cameraman's life. He even commanded a bunch of Skibidi Toilets and launched missiles. And let's not forget, he's huge! Just look at those muscles. I don't know about anyone else, but I am gonna give him the spot he deserves. This is where it starts to get a little tricky because everyone is just so strong and you can't really compare them. For the number 10th spot, I have the Destructor Astro Toilet. These Astro Toilets are overpowered, man, and we don't even know who their strongest fighter is. The Destructor Astro Toilet is straight up a killing war machine. I mean, look at how much armory he is carrying. Feats-wise, well, he is holding his own against even the Titans. For example, in episode 74, he was fighting with the Titan cameraman. In episode 76, he killed a bunch of fodders. Nothing special going on. But in episode 77, he was literally fighting the strongest Alliance member and even taunting him. Though it didn't end well for him in the end. But they got a lot of him, so it's fine, I guess. There goes our 10th spot. On the 9th spot, we have another Astro Toilet. And certainly, a large one too. The Carrier Astro Toilet has the ability to carry Interceptor Astro Toilets and deploy them when needed. In episode 74, we saw him using his plasma cannons to cause massive destruction across a city. Then, in episode 75, he was doing the same thing. His job seems to be all about destroying and demolishing entire cities. In episode 76, he was at it again, continuing his rampage. Interestingly, there are 2 types of Carrier Astro Toilets, one with 3 stripes, like the one I just mentioned, and another with no stripes, which was seen in episode 77. Both versions are incredibly strong, though they vary in size. The smallest one is around 64 meters, and the largest one is up to 90 meters. He also has a shield to protect himself. Considering all of this, I think it's fair to put him in the 9th spot. Another Astro Toilet secured his spot on this list. I am talking about the Duchess Astro Toilet. She is just insanely powerful. Not only that, she also ranks very high in the Astro race. Some people are also saying that she is a royalty or a noble. My theory is that she is going to have a very close relationship with Duke. She could even be her girlfriend or even sister. She only appeared in one episode and still managed to secure the 8th spot on our list. Let me tell you what she did in that episode. She killed this guy. Then this guy, she even dismembered the POV cameraman. She demonstrated her extreme abilities and strength. She also has one of the best designs in the entire series. I just love it. There's nothing much to explain. She is easily worthy of the 8th spot. For the 7th spot, we have the Secret Agent. This one might be a bit controversial too. The funny thing is some people are going to say that he should be higher on the list, and some of them are going to say that he should be lower. I don't know, I think this is the sweat spot for him. We all know he is strong even though he hasn't shown any feats. But that's the thing about him. He is the most mysterious character in the entire series. He possesses some of the best abilities, but those are not for combat. You see, he is like the mastermind of Alliance, planning and strategizing every move for them. He was the one who ordered the attack on the scientist Skibidi Toilet. He can turn himself and others invisible too. Yeah, 7th spot for him should be acceptable to everyone. Talking about masterminds. On the 6th spot, we have the assailant Astro Toilet. He is the commander of the Astro race. Some people also know him as the UFO Astro Toilet. Let's go over his feats. In episode 53, he killed a large Speakerman and managed to escape from the situation. In episode 60, he attempted to execute the G Toilet, but the scientist saved G Toilet just in time. Then, in episode 70, he killed 2 armed cameramen and even shot lasers from his eyes. In episode 74, he taunted the Titan trio and launched a full ambush against them, forcing them to retreat. Even though he doesn't directly engage in combat often, he's clearly the mastermind behind it all. Plus, I don't think we've seen his full powers yet, so he might surprise us in the future. For now, the 6th spot feels like the right place for him. Now it's time for the top 5 strongest characters in the series, and on the 5th spot, we have the Titan Speakerman. Yes, I know he is currently injured, but let's not forget what Mr. Boom told us. It is confirmed that the Speakermen are getting some new upgrades, plus he got some feats to back up his spot. In episode 58, he quickly killed multiple Skibidi Toilets in just a few seconds. In episode 59, he again killed a bunch of toilets. In episode 65, he helped Titan Cameraman defeat the decoy G-Man Skibidi Toilet. Even though he didn't do much, he was still supporting the fight. In episode 67, he stopped Titan Cameraman from harming himself and went on to attack the scientist Toilet, and killed a bunch of fodders too. In episode 70, he destroyed an entire Skibidi Toilet fleet with his tornado spin attack. And in episode 73, he joined in attacking G Toilet, though G Toilet still managed to escape. Jimmy just got that plot armor. Titan Speakerman is also the fastest Titan, and with his upcoming upgrades, I'd say the 5th spot is a fair ranking for him. On the 4th spot, we have the Juggernaut Astro Toilet. We all know how strong he is, and with his recent performance against the Titan TV man, it is fair to put him on this spot. Before this fight, he was just rescuing other Astro Toilets, like he saved the Detainer Astro Toilet in episode 72. He even managed to easily stun and knock Titan Speakerman out of the air. And then he tried to save the Scout Astro Toilet, but it was already too late. He is also the only one to have an X-ray vision. His main feat was obviously in episode 77. He heavily damaged Titan TV Man and even withstood 3 blasts from his EMP cannon. Even without his main weapon, he held his ground against both Titan TV Man and G Toilet. But it's worth noting that Titan TV Man was already injured and exhausted, so the fight wasn't exactly fair. Honestly, he could be ranked higher too. For the 3rd spot on our list, we have the Mothership Astro Toilet. Yes, I said that we would be ranking them based on their feats, but I also said that we are going to use some common knowledge. He is the largest character in the entire series. Some people were also calling him the leader of the Astro race. Normal cameramen can't even withstand his aura. Despite his size, he can still use warping. But this spot is honestly a gamble. He could just be a transport unit with no method of attack. Or he could also be their main headquarters. But still, I am going to place him in the 3rd spot for now. The 2nd strongest character on our list is the Titan TV Man. Titan TV Man can be dumb and arrogant sometimes, but let's be honest. He is the strongest Alliance member. He's got so many impressive feats that I can't even cover all of them in this video. But let me show you a few of them. In episode 41, he used his red light to force several Skibidi Toilets to flush themselves. Then, in episode 45, he threw an infected Titan Speakerman over 700 feet. Basically no diffing him. In episode 46, he took down this bozo who totally deserved it. In episode 47, he was about to finish off G Toilet, but Titan Speakerman saved him just in time. Even in a 2v1 fight, he managed to escape the trap. In episode 67, he demolished the scientist Skibidi Toilet, saving both Titan Cameraman and Titan Speakerman. In episode 73, he joined the attack on G Toilet alongside other members. In episode 74, he helped Titan Speakerman escape a life-or-death situation. And last but not least, in episode 77, he took down a bunch of strong Astro Toilets and gave the Juggernaut Astro Toilet a really hard time. These feats alone are enough to put him on the second spot. And finally, the strongest character in the Skibidi Toilet series is the G Toilet. I don't think I need to justify this, but let's just do it anyway. In episode 73, he was literally in a 3v1 situation, and the 3 fighters he was facing were some of the strongest characters in the series. Yet, he still manages to escape and leaves the 2 Titans unable to walk. He even manages to defeat the Detainer Astro Toilet in episode 72. He clearly outsmarted him and cooked him. I mean, he has everything: speed, durability, battle IQ, unique abilities, and impressive weaponry. You name it, he's got it. Plus, he's equipped with some of the strongest plot armor. He also has laser eyes, and his sonic scream is more powerful than the Titan Speakerman. He is the leader of the Skibidi army. Now, with his recent upgrades, especially his 5.0 form, he's definitely overpowered. He can also turn invisible, or maybe it's like a stealth mode. But yeah, he definitely deserves the #1 spot.